I gotta run it one more time, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. It is 6:36 a.m. on the East Coast, 51 degrees. It was nice out this morning when I took my dog out. A little bit chilly, but it was good. It was better than the past couple of days, 29 and 28. But it's raining out, so I love the rain. I love the windy rain. I love walking in the rain. How are you all doing this morning? It is a Friday. Not only is it a Friday, it's April 1st. I feel like I was just saying good morning to you all on Monday. Welcome to the month of March, and now we're in the month of April. So welcome. Hey, no one cares. Good morning to you. Good morning. I'm going to hit you up on IG because I want to get your Cash App. I definitely want to bless you for holding me down this week, past weeks. I really appreciate your support. You really don't understand. Dope moderator. My first experience having like a, a sort of a moderator that I haven't seen running, in other places. So I really, really do appreciate you for being here. So thank you for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Good morning, AJ. Thank you for being here. Ain't it though? That's why I said, give me 1 second, please. Y'all get me. Hey, B1. Good morning. Hugs to you. Hugs to you. You see, I had to do it. Thank you. You understood. I had to do that this morning. T Trisha, good morning to you. Good morning, T Trisha. Good morning to you. Good morning, Cash Apps and bullshit. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. So listen, I have about 8 to 9 topics today, but I also, at the end of this, I want to drop the link and give you guys some time to sound off on any topics you want to cover this week. If not, we can end it early. I do have like a 9 o'clock call, but I'm pretty ready for that and all that good stuff. So don't want to rush the show, but I did want to give us some time to, chit chat, kick the shit. If there's any topics you want to sound off on, even in the chat, you can just throw them in the chat. And we will be talking about Alexis Ware at the end. I know that we wanted to sort of figure out where that was standing on the last live. So I'll be covering Alexis Ware as well. So let's get right into it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. What you say? I am not looking forward to today. I deal with fools who take April Fool's Day to heart. Really? See, I can't do that. I cannot. Don't April Fool's me. Not at this point. Maybe next year, but not this year. It's too much shit. This is not the April. This is not the month of me. Oh God, y'all can tell what chair I done got in. Let me switch out these chairs. Oh, you can tell my nigga is not here because he'd already had that a lot. Lord. Get your ass back, baby. All right chair. Good morning, Kurt Vixen. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get into it. So, oh my God, I know you all probably gonna kill me like Roman. I'm done talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. The only reason I'm talking about it is because I left our last Hot Topic live off with some some left theories, some thoughts about how I saw some things and how I felt about some things. And I said a couple of things. Well, here it is Friday, and some of the things that I said are coming to fruition. So I just wanted to bring that to the forefront, and we can talk about it if you want to or not. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was, now, didn't I say the Oscars was going to receive some FCC violations, right? Now we know that, of course, they was, and I said this was going to be the catalyst for how they respond. But what do we find out? They received 66 FCC complaints, according based off of Sunday's performance, based off the slap. Now it's interesting what the complaints were about. So the complaints largely appear to take on a predictable tone, with some mentioning both the slap itself and the subsequent use of the word fucking that was censored from the broadcast. Describing the latter, a complaint originated from California referred to the moment as having contained foul language that was mouthed from his mouth. And so even that, so what that is saying is that someone saw, they didn't hear it, it wasn't audible, but they saw someone mouth some horrible language from their mouth, like fucking, like that. And so they're saying that they saw that. So on Wednesday, the Academy, they shared a statement regarding this, that they received the complaints, and 66 complaints were lodged with the agency over a period of 3 days. Now that's just 3 days. That was up until about Wednesday or Thursday. So there's still more time for complaints to still come to the forefront. But I think that this is one of the heavier things that happens to these shows. They get these complaints and they get backlash, and you also your rating, a lot of those things, FCC can decide that they want to fine you for this. So that's one thing that has come from this. Also, now you have comedy clubs bumping up their security measures in the wake of Oscars slap. So there's been a lot of different clubs now that have decided that they wanted to beef up their security, just in case someone comes thinking that they're going to pull the same joke as Will's, try to recreate what they're saying. Basically is, I'm going to talk to my staff just for the weekend and say, we definitely need you by the stage now. That is your post, just in case someone is just trying to recreate a moment or feels emboldened by what Will Smith did. And it's unfortunate, he said. So they're going to be installing metal detectors. They're going to have somebody positioned by the stage, all of which should have happened beforehand. Don't let this become the reason you're beefing up security. But I think it's interesting now that they think people are really going to go to comedy shows this weekend and say, well, Will Smith did it. I mean, I think that's over. I think that's excessive. I think it's reading into it too much. I don't think you have a lot of people who, considering we're coming out of a pandemic, I'm spending money for a show. I don't think a lot of people have that mind thought. No, I'm not saying that there's not some crazy weirdo who wants to go get them 5 minutes of fame off of assaulting a comedian, but I definitely don't think it's to the point where it needs to be pulled out that we're now bumping up security measures. You should have been bumping up. My question would be, what are you doing different than that you haven't been doing? That would be my question. What do you guys think about those two things so far? Good morning. Oh shit, is that Shush Trish? Good morning. Shush Trish. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. Thank you. Hey, Tristan Bell, what's going on? What's going on with you? All right, so let me move on to the next thing that I thought was interesting of this was, now we have disciplinary actions proceedings beginning for Will Smith. And so the Academy, I'm going to give my opinion on what I think the disciplinary actions are going to be, but this is what they're saying. They are beginning to look at the various ways that they can, respond to this based on their own guidelines, based on their own, board of governors. So they issued a statement that they're initiating disciplinary proceedings against Mr. Smith for violations of the Academy's standard of conduct, including inappropriate physical contact, abusive or threatening behavior, and compromising the integrity of the Academy. Mr. Smith's actions at the 94th Oscars were a deeply shocking, traumatic event to witness in person and on television. Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage and thank you for your resilience in that moment. We also apologize to our nominees, guests, and viewers for what transpired during what should have been a celebratory event. So now, there's a wide variety of things they can do. They can suspend him, they can expel him, they can ask for the award back. There's a bunch of things that they can do. Do I think they're going to suspend him? No. Do I think they're going to expel him? No. Do I think they're going to ask for their award back? No. But my friend did tell me, gave me a very good, like, what they could do. And I said, oh yeah, I could see them doing that. They can issue this man a warning violation. You know how you fuck up the first time and they issue you a warning instead of the actual citation. So they can issue him a very public warning about what happened, how they felt about it, and then they can sort of behind the scenes ask this man to come out and sort of agree or respond to the public warning in a fair way to push this under the rug. See, the Academy don't want to piss him off, but the Academy also has members like Jim Carrey who came out and basically said, no, hell, motherfucking no. You got to be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? You even had, and I thought this was so funny, I wanted to show y'all, Wiz Khalifa saying that at his show, if a fan thinks that they're going to come up on the stage and slap him, you will get shot. I just died laughing at Wiz. I mean, it shouldn't come to this point that you even have to say something like this. And I think people are taking it way out of context, applying it to their own venues and their own sets. I don't think people are going to recreate that moment. But I do feel like between the Oscars and Will Smith, something has to happen. So there's some sort of going to be some disciplinary proceedings beginning, and we'll see what comes from there. But again, I don't feel like he'll be expelled because I think that in the climate today where the opinions are so sharply divided that even ruffling the feathers on either or side may cause them a lot of harm to their brand. So I think at this point, their best bet is to say, hey, we realize this was a problem. You fucked up. This is what our guidelines say. Moving forward, should you do anything like this, here's what we'll do. That's fair. To me, that sets the tone for others that come behind him, and it doesn't sort of penalize him for, we don't know if, he really was feeling some kind of way about his wife or if it was a personal thing. I've been watching so many videos and so many people and their opinions, and it kills me. Most people, not most, but some people are like, everybody should stand up for their wife like that. And I always listen to the content creator as they're saying this. And I'm saying to myself, can you imagine yourself in his shoes on your night and somebody joking with you like that, and you take it up upon yourself to hit this man? Because I still don't think it was like a real slap, but hit this man and not understand that there's going to be repercussions. Like, that to me is like, you really are feeling yourself on a show that was in fucking China, where they had the unfiltered broadcast and made its way over here. Now, Twitter has to take the unfiltered ones down because, CBS is like, we didn't allow that to go on in the States, and now they get to see it. So it's a whole bunch of mess. Like and share. Oh, thank you. You always do. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tristan. You know I do. Thank you. Chilling and you just waking up. The W and the B. Okay. If you get what I mean, the W and the B. I think because of Will Smith, regular folk will feel emboldened to smack a comic on stage. Are you serious? I mean, that just doesn't make any kind of sense to me. I'm paying to go to a show, and that's sort of the reason why I think the Oscars has to respond as the show, so that other shows can now have a template on, how to respond to this kind of stuff. Hey, Shay Beezy, good morning to you. Good morning. Humiliation. It was Chris Rock is definitely humiliated. Somebody said that too. They said that this man has to live with this footage forever, in the archives. Like, this will always be out there of him, as a joke. And I think Jim Carrey said it diminishes his brand in the short term, but in the long term, we don't know what it does. But I love what Wiz Khalifa said. Did you see the video of him saying it? Let me see if I can pull that up. Wiz was on stage at his own show and was like, listen, all I do was laugh because in a way I agree. I mean, yeah, certainly if this was anybody else, I'm just trying to think of anybody else. I don't even Blac. You think he would have did that to Steve Harvey? if Steve Harvey was hosting the Oscars and he made that joke, do you think he would have went up there and slapped Steve Harvey or said keep your name? Do you think it was because it was convenient and you knew that he wasn't going to do anything back? Even, I mean, it was still wrong, but I mean, it begs the question, like, you know, let me share this screen for you all. All right.
I just want to thank y'all for coming out. If anybody tries to walk up here and slap you, will get shot.
So he said that at one of his shows. Now, I want to make sure he did say he was just joking, but it's definitely interesting to see how people are responding to this. Good morning, Kimberly Black, listening while getting ready. Yes, everybody getting ready for the work. Moderators, subscribers, members, everybody getting ready for work. Thank you for being here. I'm hoping you can listen to me in the background as you begin your day. I'm starting my day early too. I got some work today as well. Thank you, Shush Trish. Thank you. Thank you. I was telling them the other day, you know how hard it is to get support from, you know, some of the heavy hitters in the sector. So I appreciate you coming through. I do. What is going to happen next is how all Black Oscars became ratchet. Do you think Will Smith will be the catalyst of Oscars becoming ratchet? I think now what will happen is they will now make it very clear that the jokes will have to be screened, as well as those in the front will probably have to sit back a couple of feet. You know what I mean? Put some barricades. Even having security, you know, sometimes they may not be as, they might not want to stop a Will Smith. Let's just say it like that. Not that they don't have the strength, but they might be like, nah, I ain't going to stop him. You know, that might be my bag, or he might sue me or something. So it is better for them to put another preventative, you know, device or some, you know, stanchion poles or something there just to stop that, you know, make the man trip. He could have stumbled, you know, or something like that. But it definitely diminished from his weekend. It also diminished from the fact that Samuel L. Jackson won an award. And everybody was saying that it's because the Oscars are still getting back at Samuel L. Jackson, so they didn't want to air it on the show. So it's definitely overshadowing a lot of things. You're welcome. You're welcome. I got what you mean. Yes, you know it is. It's a good morning for it too. I'm working from home today, and I got a lot of things to do. So it's gonna be a smooth morning for me. You walk up to anybody and smack them, you should be prepared for anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a couple of other comedians would have probably hauled off. Not Kevin Hart, probably not. Steve Harvey, yeah. Dave Chappelle, I don't know. Dave Chappelle, but I don't think Will Smith would have went up there and swung on Dave Chappelle either. Did you see the video of Chris Rock as a zebra and Will Smith as a fish? I did see that video. Yo, on Period Wiz, working from home day. Okay, Will Smith showed us that we not walk what we used to be. If a celebrity is walking up on stage to slap the piss out of the act, then anyone can. Mike Tyson just tested a week ago. Well, that was a whole, yeah, that Mike Tyson situation was a whole different, you know, I mean, wow, chop plus slap is chillax. It was totally different. So everybody, I don't know if you all, you know, heard Chris Rock came out with his statement. He's still processing it at his show. At some time later, he'll come out and talk about it. Right now, at his show, he wanted to give jokes. A lot of comedians are standing in solidarity with him. They're, you know, they're cheering him on. They're showing him support, as well as actors and stuff like that. Will Smith is getting some support too from a lot of people in the community, both actors, comedians from across the board, white and Black. So I'm glad that we're not making this a race thing, you know, like, because it dealt with two Black individuals. It really is talking about morals and what's right and what's wrong. And some people can say it's right because he's defending his wife. But some people can also say assaulting someone on stage publicly like that anytime is wrong. You know, there's so many other people who saw that. Think about impressionable kids who look at Will Smith as Men in Black. Now they seen that, you know, you hit another Black man for saying something. What does this say to that 6 or 7-year-old who saw you do it watching the Oscars with their family? We get it. Parents are supposed to raise their child, but we know time tells that this stuff is impressionable. So like I said on Monday, I expect for there to be a response. And guess what? And so, like y'all told me, y'all had already told me this. It was no big deal, but I saw it and I said, fucking news crew was already right. They're gearing up to do their own little red table talk Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith reportedly set to take slap fiasco to Red Table Talk. And so according to Radar Online, Will has declined invites to Good Morning America and the Today Show to pull up to his wife's Facebook Watch show. Will reportedly skipped the line of reporters after his Oscar win and sidestepped the reporters at after parties. The episode is believed to be the best platform for the conversation and will record as early as this week. Okay, this week. So it's interesting that as we're talking about this and as the public is putting their opinion out, it's allowing Jada and Will to consume that so they'll have dialogue to talk about on the show. And I promise you, these two award-winning actors will put on a award-winning fucking performance. Okay, get ready for this. Get ready for tears. Get ready for this. And I was reading this. Someone was saying how it'll come off as if Will Smith has faced so much backlash, so much, public spanking ever since the entanglement and, details about his marriage leaked out. And it made him seem like he was such a weak man that he could just be beat up on and talked about and no one cared about his marriage and, his vows and no one respected him. And even going to work and acting, sometimes people will look at me and say certain things and I just held it in. And so this one night where I'm supposed to be celebrated for my good work, for my great work, for what I did, and I'm getting heckled about my wife, and I'm looking at my wife and she's just giving me this cold look like she's just sore and miserable. I did what any man would have done in the moment. It was bad and it was emotionally charged, but I get it. I already see it coming. I see it coming and I'm here for it. Who's not? I'm here for it. Now this will be the win for that though. If they can get Chris Rock to come to that table too, boom. This shit is all cleaned up. It's all cleaned up. I promise you that. If they get Chris Rock at that table and they have the in-depth conversation that's needed to have, I think a lot of the speculation goes away. I think the footage will still be here as a joke, but the speculation around, are they friends? What's happening? All of the shit goes away. It's ended. It's, no longer a there. And it may even soften the blow from the Oscars. It may even, that warning might even be, really, really true. So I'm interested in seeing this. It's so funny how they turn one thing into content for another thing, we're going to be talking about from years from on. So, yeah, I saw Jaden tweet. I did see Jaden tweet. Tell me something. That's how you do it. The rule of stay in your seats unless accepting a war representative will be put in place. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I mean, it's sad that it had to, the example of why we're re-implementing or reasserting these rules is because of Will Smith is a sad thing. When we have all kind of weird people who go to the show, he is going to drag this to HE double hockey sticks. He is. The non-celebrity tested Mike Tyson. Will Smith slapped another black man in public. Classes I run with both of these narratives. But he said, and that's how we do it. Yep, that's how we do it. You did the interview. It will sound just like that, won't it? I'm telling you, and I just, and I can see a tear, and then playing little clips from the Oscars because the Oscars going to agree to doing this, right? So they're going to agree. So whatever clips you need, use them, use whatever. And they're going to play clips to probably dissect it and break it down because we done broke it down and dissected all, you know what I'm saying? And so I see it, and I'm here for it as long as Chris Rock is involved and he's playing along too. Because again, they probably still won't talk after this. They probably still won't fuck with each other after this. But I think for us, clean that shit up in public and then go behind the scenes, fight each other down, wrangle each other. But I think for us, I think it's always good to leave it on how you want it to be left on. Don't let nobody else take the narrative and control. We don't all took the narrative and spent it several, 8, 9, 10 different ways, but it's only one narrative and like 3 people involved. So put that shit out there. It would also be great if they took questions from like the Facebook chat or if it's going to be open because it's going to be on Facebook, because there are a lot of questions that I think should be open. It should be, left on the table to be asked, sort of. I think one thing I would like to know is, did they have pre-existing issues before this? And if they did he not think it would be cool to address it behind the scenes before he walked out and did that? Or was it, just walk me through it, Will. So I think we're going to get that I think we'll get that. Given how Will is, I think we're gonna get that. But I don't think we're going to get. I don't think we're gonna get like, you know, it was specifically when you talked about my wife in the past. I don't think we're gonna get all of the nits. I think it's gonna get that one moment because Will don't want to go up there and say, "Yeah, I was holding a grudge for this whole damn time." And now Chris Rock might pull it out, but I don't think Will is. I can't stand the fake red table that Smith screamed. That's why I said that her mother need. I don't want her mother at the table. I don't. Not for this one. Please, no. Sour Patch News. Thank you, Sour Patch News. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. And good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Brooklyn ain't having it. Okay. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Honest Row. Hey. BB Nice. Good morning. Listening while getting ready. Yes. I hope you have a good day at work too. And happy Friday to everyone. I don't need to watch the Red Table Talk because we're just gave it to us. I agree. Red Table was designed to air out their mess before Hollywood does. Exactly. Yep. And you know they highly weird as hell. They get the way that long every other way. Chris Rock will bully into showing up. I think he will. I really do. And you notice he said at his comedy show, he was like, I'll speak about it at a later date, alluding to the fact that he knows that there's going to be a time and a place where I'll talk about it. Granted, he could be saying like, you know, I'm not open to talk about it right now, but he led with how was your weekend? You know, it's almost like, yeah, we know what went on. So it would be cool if he was there. I hope he shows up. Good morning, Sticks girl. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. All right, let's see. All right, so that's all I really have for the Oscars, just updates off of what we talked about last. So now left to see is the Red Table Talk, when it's going to air, if it's going to air this weekend or next week, because if they got to highly edit it, you know. Two, I think the next thing for us to see is what this Oscar sanction is going to be. You know, again, I don't think it's going to be anything heavily levied on him, but it's interesting to see what it'll be. And then third, somebody else also said, what was it? It was about whether Chris Rock and Will Smith will sit down. So I think the Red Table Talk will be a good platform, but if that's not the platform for them two to sit down and Chris Rock doesn't show up on that platform, will those two ever sit down and have like a public discourse? So I think those are the last three things that are left open. Everybody, I think we're all going to have speculation. If it was wrong, if it was right, I think nobody's win. Everybody is fair to their opinion. You know, we all are raised differently. We all come from different environments and backgrounds. Some saw it as, you know, hey, that's what we do. Some saw it as, come on, man. So, you know, I think it's fair for us to all have our own opinions. You know, I don't think one person is wrong and I don't think one person is right. But it is interesting to see this happen in public. Now, this is what I knew was going to happen. So now the Grammys is considering having Kanye perform. And now this is the reason why I said I brought up the Grammys on Monday. I brought up the Grammys on Monday and talked about the performers for a reason and didn't allude to Kanye West because I wanted to get you all's reaction from those performers. It is definitely not giving Grammys reflecting the sound of now. It gives, we got to find people to perform because people are pulling out. And that's what's been happening. A lot of the major hip hop R&B players are pulling out of the Grammys to perform at Jay Prince's alternate show. And I'm trying to find more details about it, but I haven't been able to find more details as just what I've reported on Monday. So now that you got all these people pulling out, and you know, at the last minute, they keep saying, we're going to release another lineup. They're in talks with Lady Gaga. They're in talks with a whole bunch of people because it's a boring show. No shade to Lil Nas X and Billie Eilish. No shade to them at all. But honestly, it becomes a boring show. So they're saying that the Grammys having conversations with a pool of artists, including Kanye West, Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, and Lady Gaga. The Recording Academy is reportedly on pace to make one last announcement surrounding Grammy performers ahead of the live ceremony in Las Vegas on Sunday. So Ye's performance was initially pulled due to his concerning online behavior that ultimately led to him being banned from Instagram. But despite the Grammys' decision to pull his performance, the rapper is still allowed to attend the ceremony. Kanye is up for a number of categories, including Album of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Melodic Rap Performance, and Best Rap Album. So it'll be interesting if they decide to say, you know, why don't we let you perform? I mean, he's still attending. You know, we know he's gonna win an award. And so given that Beyonce performed at the Oscars and they're trying to, you know, have this, because if you look at the lineup now, nothing is giving me that performance. And this is the Grammys that have been pushed back. So, and you know, Super Bowl had a hot performance with the whole West Coast comeback, Dre, Snoop, Mary, all of them, all of them on the stage. Oscars had B, they had Megan, the first rap. I didn't even mention that, you all, but Megan Thee Stallion was the first female rapper to perform at the Oscars. And so kudos to her. And then now you have the Grammys, and there's really no iconic, like no really major. So now they're interested in pulling him back in to perform. How I originally felt when they banned him from the Grammys, I felt like it was I felt like it wasn't due to what he did to him and Trevor Noah's outside of the Grammys. Like, let the Grammys be the Grammys. But then when he started making the video about Skeet and burying Skeet, I just was like, okay, you're doing a little too fucking much for me. So now to see that they're pulling back and they understand that shit, Will Smith slapped him over there at the Oscars, you might be okay. I don't know. And then, you know, Kanye might be on his bullshit. He might say no. Y'all told me no. No is no. I want to see him perform, to be honest with you. I really do. Everyone in the community loses with this one. Absolutely. I definitely want to see Kanye perform. Just so y'all know, Pfizer just came out with the alopecia treatment. Pfizer was a huge sponsor of the Oscars. Allegedly, Jada is on the Pfizer treatment. Now, you know I'm gonna have to go research that. Really? Wow. Look at, I mean, are you giving us the news or not? Really? That's what they need. They need somebody that's gonna bring the numbers. Billie Eilish is cool. She just seems like she is always high, like always high, not here, not coherent, not in the moment. She just seems like she just be really in her over there. Who else is major? Lil Nas X, he's cool for one or two numbers, but he's not going, he's too fresh to be an iconic performance. Justin Bieber, okay, cool. Some people like Justin Bieber. I'm just not the Justin Bieber kind of girl. That's just not, never been. I could never be. I like some songs, definitely. Justin Bieber got some good tunes, but I just was never a stan. Who else? Her. I'll be here for her set. Absolutely. Foo Fighters, no. And rest in peace to their drummer, who was found dead in the motel, allegedly due to a drug overdose. We don't know. Details are still coming out about that. Yeah, I don't. And then if I don't say them, that means I definitely don't know who it is. So you definitely should get a Kanye performance. Now, given he done released another album down to 2, you know, been in the news for a whole bunch of shit. You know, people still want to see, you know, him and how he got it. And it's a free show. So more people are going to tune in to a free show, meaning free ratings. You know, I mean, ratings are going to go up the wazoo. So they would be a fool not to just let him get on stage and just show off. The other thing is Kanye going to probably have another artist with him, which then maximizes the performance. So I'm all for it. Are the Smiths on their way to being broke? This push of relevance is annoying. Do you feel it? Like, I mean, now we're on. When I read that, I almost thought B1 was saying that she now has an endorsement by Alopecia, the organization, the foundation, that, you know, is an advocate for alopecia. I was going to say, now that is just too much. That is just too much. So you mean to tell me from the Oscars, from a joke, G.I. Jane joke, to a slap, to an endorsement by, that would be to me too much. He is iconic. Hey, good morning. How you doing? So iconic. I'll be here for her performance, but the rest of them is like, okay, I think Megan is performing. I don't know yet. I don't know. I gotta check that. The money tells a story. Them goodie bags should be spoken about and explained further. But didn't they stop giving all of the goodie bags as of last year because the goodie bags were becoming way expensive and it became more of a, can I put my stuff in to get in front of the celebrities than them soliciting people? People started soliciting them. I have to talk about that. I'm shocked that you even know about all of that good stuff. Look at you, B1, all in the news and shit. Okay. Yes, could you all please hit the like button? And if you are new here, please consider subscribing. And if you'd like to become a member, the link is under the video. It's in the description box, and I'll show it later too as well. But again, I thank you all for being here. Really, I do. We've just now covered the Oscars. We talked about a couple of things. Major thing is that they have 66 FCC complaints in the first 3 days. We'll still see that there'll be more. Remember, the Super Bowl had over 250 FCC complaints in their first week. So we still have more to tell. Do I think it'll reach that level? Not nearly. No, I don't think it'll go that level. But do I think they're going to tell a point with this? I think so. Let the Oscar views show any bit of effect. You'll see them accommodate whomever real quick. That's true. That's true. That's true. I agree with you. Hey, Brick Girl, good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you for coming through. All right. So next thing I want to get into is now, remember when we first, Britney Spears and the conservatorship, all that shit came out, and then she got mad at her sister for wanting to write a book. And I said, what you mad at your sister for wanting to write a book? We want to know what happened. And then she, decided that she's going to get a book deal. Well, now look, this is why I said that's why we needed this. She out here slamming every fucking body. She done slammed her mother, Lynn, because she says her mother was the one who gave the idea to get her to a conservatorship. She told her father that she should put her daughter into a conservatorship, and that's how it started. It started from there. She said her real life mother gave her father, Jamie Spears, the idea for the controversial conservatorship that stripped the overprotected singer of any personal freedoms for nearly 14 years. The most dangerous animal, she says, the most dangerous animal in the world is a silent, smiling woman. Britney wrote via Instagram last fall. My dad may have started the conservatorship 13 years ago, but what people don't know is that my mom is the one who gave him the idea. I will never get those years back. She secretly ruined my life. And yes, I will call her and Lou Taylor out on it. So take your whole I have no idea what's going on attitude and go fuck yourself. Britney has said in the past she would like to sue her family for their roles in her conservatorship, also including older brother Brian Spears and younger sister Jamie Lynn Spears. Wow. I mean, that is, I mean, I knew her mother was definitely involved in the situation. I just didn't know to the magnitude. I heard rumblings that her mom had, kicked this off, but I didn't know it was to the point that she had told her father that you should put your daughter into conservatorship. So again, all of this stuff is stuff that's supposed to come in detailed in her book. And now she's wondering why people was, mad at her for being mad at Jamie Lynn for wanting to write a book and dish details. Well, I get you want to counter her point, but girl, we need the points or not. So the next person she aired out is Justin Timberlake. So then she called Justin Timberlake out because she's like, after they broke up or whatever, he went on this whole tour about how she hurt him and all of this to sell the album. Specifically, she said that, when he did the whole music video, Cry Me a River, with the Britney Spears lookalike in it. And I know we all remember that whole thing because I thought it was Britney in the video. And I'm like, damn, she agreed to her own shame. But she said no. So she took to her Instagram and she wrote, okay, so I like my new dress. I had a calling last night from Jesus. And you know what he said? Dear child, your mom had a serving with her book at the exact time when you needed her most. Your ex did the same thing. He served with his first album using your name, claiming you did him dirty. And so she's now airing out everybody. She basically saying that, I thought they were, I don't know why I thought they were on good terms, because I think she came out here in support of him. I don't know why I thought they were on good terms, but apparently they're not on good terms. And she felt like he used her for, what is this? He used her for his, her to sell his record on the Cry Me a River thing. Oh, it's a tag. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit was annoying the fuck out of me. He used her to sell his album. Shame on Justin Timberlake, but Justin Timberlake got far more issues than just Britney Spears. He still has his backlash about how he just uses it appears that he uses women, not Britney Spears, Janet Jackson. I'm sure there's other women that it sounds like he uses women when it's in his best interest, and then when it's not, he sort of pushes them to the side. And it's starting to appear like that, Justin Timberlake, JT. So Britney, give me more. Put this shit down here. I'm gonna be right here to report it. If you tell it, I'm gonna push it out. You tell me who, and I'm gonna push it out. I'm on your side, but I need you to spill the beans. I'm definitely on Britney Spears' side. There's not too many pop white pop artists that I follow the way I follow Britney Spears. I grew up on her songs, Hit Me Baby One More Time, playing that shit, white, black, everybody was playing that shit in high school. So, you know, I sort of want to see what has happened and come out of the story. What do you guys think about this? Explain why 140 million US dollars was given to this year's nominees. Uh-oh. Good morning. It's Friday. I hope these motherfuckers on my job know I'm on my third cup of coffee. I ain't with this shit today. You better tell them it's not a joke. See, they may think it's April Fool's Day and it's a joke. It's no joke. Brit is outside. Ain't she? She is outside. I'm nauseous. Oh shit. That's sad. Yeah, that was what got me Cash App and bullshit. So apparently it's the entire family, and we get more details. It might be even the grandma, the granddad. Like, it lets you see, like, they really kept her like a zoo, like a pet, almost like in a circus, to make money for the family, keep them, you know, fed through her residencies and all of that kind of stuff. And don't say nothing. No, you can't go have another child. No, you can't drive to the store by yourself. No, you can't spend money out. Can you imagine that kind of shit? So it's interesting to see that even your brothers, your siblings, like, damn, what kind of sick cult family y'all had? Did you know that Britney Spears once owned a house that had spirits in it? She sold the house. Brittany Murphy ended up buying the house she died in. See, now here we go. You see what I'm saying? You see how the news just be pouring in. I did not know that. What kind of spirits did Britney have, Tristan? Damn. Spirits. I laugh at this Wonder Bread news, but I gotta stop myself because Britney Spears is not mentally well. She hasn't, though. She hasn't. And I imagine why. I can imagine she couldn't even grocery shop for certain things. I love how you said Wonder Bread news. That is killing me. JT has been a vulture culture. He is a vulture culture. A culture vulture. Yes, he is. I absolutely agree. And then remember when he did the Man of the Woods album? It was supposed to be his country pop album, and it didn't. It went flat. The concerts went flat. The videos went flat. He's tried to sell some cologne with it, and I think I was at some store, and I smelled it, and I said, even the cologne sucks. It just seemed like he was trying to serve to whoever fit him at the time. So, well, R&B is not fucking with me like that. So let me go try country pop, you know. And he did a country pop album produced by Timberland, and it was just like, yeah, you might as well you kept this for yourself. It didn't do so well. So he definitely is okay. It's okay. I'm on the same type of I'm not in the mood. Okay. Justin Timberlake was caught cheating on his wife with a colored co-star a few years ago. Now you remember that, right? I remember that because I remember, damn, it was a couple years ago. I did a video on that. Dang. So I was doing For the Culture at the time, an upload, and I remember that because he was acting, and he was at a shoot, and the picture that was leaked was of them at a dinner before a scene or some movie or something like that. But I do remember there was some legs to that. So he ain't all clean to me. Hey, good morning, Six. Thank you for coming through. Have a great day, y'all. Okay, cool. You too. I'm over 2022, so it's got to be better. Britney crazy as hell. I'm here for the Britney Freedom Train. Me too. Let it out, baby. Let it out. I hope she do. I really do. You know what I'm saying? And I think, and Jessica, to be honest with you, the only real person I think she had in her life was Kevin Federline. I felt like she could have been with him for a longer period of time, but I think her family didn't want that kind of guy for her. But I think his whole country, back of the woods, down by the pond kind of, you know, finesse was what she's into. I feel like she likes the guy who, you know, I felt like that's what it was for her. And so I think she was pulled away from some of those things because she just seemed like she was real authentic during that time. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I got a important email. What I missed that country pop. You know, country pop. Catchy little beat in the background, but you still singing a country ballad. I always, you know, I like the little country. I used to work in a grocery store. You know, grocery store music is automated for all the type of grocery stores that it is. We used to have country music, Christmas music, Whitney, Mariah, all them songs. And if they played repeatedly, I started remembering them. And so it's a lot of country songs that I came to just like, be skipping down the aisle. Oh, this is my shit. Come on. Don't even know. turn around, I done download the song and I'm listening to it. So it's a lot of different country songs that I be like, oh shit, this is a song. Coworker shit on shit on the job. Woo! Say what? I did the same thing. Bad spirit. She left the house and never went back. She sold the house, but it makes sense how Brittany Murphy died. It's so sad. That's so sad. Now that's a sad one. I have to double up on my knowledge on that. Now, that's a sad one. I mean, I didn't know Justin did one. Man of the Woods. I think it's called. It's something. Whatever. When you see the album packaging, when you see the cover, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very much so. It isn't giving Cry Me a River. It's giving me, oh, I'm gonna cry. More like that. Kevin was down with her, but due to the family fuckness, that's exactly what it was. He had to pull out. He couldn't, he can't fit that mode. That's one of those guys who his mode is created for him. He's not made to be what you thought he was gonna be, and nor was Britney. When she no shade, but when she shaved her head bald, that I felt like that was the real her. Like I felt like that was the real her. Then I'd be seeing her come out, new pictures and doing her own thing. I'm like, this girl, this is a down south country, this is a out there kind of, she's coming back into her roots, and her family didn't like that. So I want her to tell it from the moon. This nigga walking here like he run the show. I want her to tell it. Don't why you walking here like that? Like he a gangster. He looks bummy on the album cover. That he was trying to give that Kevin Federline shade tease. I remember listening to it and I just could not get into it. I said, what are we doing? And at the time, we didn't know as much as we knew about the Super Bowl. We didn't know that, Janet and all of that. So we didn't know as much as we did. I wasn't as tainted about him. But then it became like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I'll stay tuned to Britney, and the more shit she tell y'all, I'm gonna come down here and share it. I'm waiting on some more details about what she could and could not do, because I can't believe it. So I'll keep you on tune to that. Now, another thing that's coming up, and which I think is interesting for a reason, and I'll share part of our Wonder Bread news, is that the Kardashians are set to have an ABC special, right? And now this is supposed to come out before the Hulu special. Now, let me tell you why they're doing this. Okay. I thought this was really interesting. So the Kardashians are set to do this interview before they do their Hulu run, ahead of the Hulu show that's set to premiere on April 14th. Now, they put out a preview of what's supposed to be, what the show is supposed to look like. And it looks like Kim Kardashian will talk about her relationship with Kanye West. Khloe dishes on Tristan Thompson, and Kourtney will talk about her engagement with Travis Barker. Kris Jenner will also appear on the show, but it's unknown what she will discuss. During the little portion that we got to see, you'll see Robin ask Kim Kardashian, how have you leaned on your family through the divorce with Kanye? Kim filed for divorce from West last year and legally single, despite what they're going on now. And Kim also tells Roberts, it's hard to live your life on a reality show and then say, I want certain things to be private. She'll also talk about her relationship with Pete Davidson, and she'll also talk about some of the threats that she received from Kanye West. Khloe will talk about her details on her relationship with Tristan Thompson. And Roberts asked her a question, where do you and Tristan stand? And she gives this kind of coy answer, sort of like a kind of answer. So I want to stay tuned to this. I want to see how they're going to spin. Remember, everything that the Kardashians do is meant to serve the public. Fuck the story. Fuck whether it's true or not. How does this fit the narrative for the public? So I feel like this little interview is supposed to smooth over to this Hulu show where we'll get to see them acting out some of these things. Now it's interesting that we keep hearing this narrative from Kim. She wants to be private. She wants some things private, and people keep pushing back, but you're a reality star. You put shit out here. You led with the freak tape. So how can you say that? And so I think she's trying to show that more, like, okay, this is why I feel like this, and then lead into the show. I swear it's not that it's gonna be boring, but the storylines are so expected. They're so, we already know. Like, we've done saw everything that happened between you and Kanye in public, so now we got to watch it all play out again to hear your side of it. Like, it's almost like this being relevant for the sake of relevancy. So it'll be interesting. And then also, we saw the footage of her and Kanye kicking it on the last live on Monday morning, kicking it, at the soccer game for the kids. Now, he didn't look like he was too happy to be there, nor did she look like she was too happy to be there, but they were there. So it'll be interesting how they spend this. I'm gonna say this, and I hate saying I hate wishing, I wish they just move on. I wish each of them individually just go on and do something different. The reality show shit is just getting a little bit draining. Moving from a network to now a streaming network, and I'm sure people are going to tune in. People care what they got going on. Look, I'm sitting here telling y'all that it's coming up, but at the same time, it's just like there's more to this. She wants to be a lawyer. How far are you going to be doing reality shows and being a respected lawyer? When does the show become about you wanting to be a lawyer? Chloe, okay, we get it. You like to be what they call people on the street, cum dump. You just like what you like. Whether they're gonna cheat on you or not, you want what you want. We get it. There's nothing else to tell there. I don't care about, so I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, okay, here we go with another way to spin the narrative. That was the same house. She sold her house. Oh, do you know who he had kids with? A whole big mess. Who? You talking about Kevin? I thought someone came out my bedroom just now. You heard it. That's him. Don't he sound like a grown man? And if the door is not open, if the door is like not in a way for him to open, he'll paw at it like this, like he knocking on the door, and I'll be like, this nigga is like, y'all. I don't know. I love how Southern Shady Britney Spears says she has it. That's the one we want back. That's the one we want back. Oh, my bad. I never could get into the Kardashian. I just can't. I don't blame you. After a while, the mystery is gone. It's like, okay, thank you. Why? No more Kardashians. Someone throw water on them thirsty bitches. Hoes. They never answer questions. Waste of oxygen. It's all scripted questions, anyways. I'm telling you. So I'll watch it for you all. If you all don't want to watch it, I'll report back if there's anything catchy to report back. If anything we don't know, y'all don't have to watch it. Now let's move on to somebody else that's relatively familiar with the Kardashians. Blac Chyna. So Blac Chyna, she's so messy. She is really, really messy. And I some days I'm here for it, and other days I just be like, girl, move on. So Blac Chyna goes on to Twitter to give us business that some of us really didn't ask for, nor did we care about. So she goes on to say on her Twitter account to tweet that I paid $37,000 a year for my daughter. No. She goes, oh, wait, I'm sorry. Where's the damn tweet? Okay. I was trying to put the tweet up here for you all. She goes on to tweet, yesterday I had to give up 3 of my cars. Morals, my reasons, morals, beliefs, being a single mother, no support, a mama. She added in a separate tweet, she was practicing gratitude. And she also tweeted, single, no support, child support. So now we all know she has a child by Rob Kardashian and Tyga. So I'm sitting here thinking like, now why would Chyna go ahead and tweet this? I don't know why the tweet isn't coming up, but she tweeted this on her Twitter. She had to give up 3 cars. I'm saying, why would she go on Twitter to tweet this? Well, I'm sure it's people in her neighborhood saw them cars getting repossessed. I'm sure it's people who know her, know that she's giving up cars, right? So I'm sure she had to put a story out here. Then her baby daddies respond. So Rob Kardashian responds and says, I pay $37,000 a year for my daughter's school. I handle every single medical expense. I pay for all her extracurricular activities. And I have my daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Why would I pay child support? Tyga goes on to say, I pay $40,000 a year for my son's school, and he lives with me Monday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support? Now, this is what happens when you start putting shit out, like going out here and saying shit. Yesterday I had to give up 3 cars. We didn't need to fucking know. You could have just gave them up. People in your area, in your community, your friends, if they wanted to know what happened to your cars, bitch, you could have lied to them and told them this story. But when you put it out here, then all the truth has to come out. So a lot of people came to find out that you only have your children 2 days out of the fucking week, and you talking about child support. and you having to give up 3 cars, allegedly, because we don't know if this is true or not. So Tiger goes on to respond to Rob and say, "How you pay 3,000 less? Let me know the plug." And I'm sitting here thinking, like, wow, that was more shocking than anything. Like, now we don't know. Now we know that you should be giving up more. You don't even have your kids all the time. You have them 2 days out of the week. I don't know how you justify it. Maybe by saying you do a majority of the work or whatever it is. Maybe that was your agreement because they, have more money than you. But I mean, this is what happens when you go out here trying to, air somebody else out and they air your ass out. She got clowned all over Twitter, of course. People are saying, "What do you do on those 2 days? What are you doing on those 2 days that you need child support? But you find them across the country." So what else are you doing with your money? I don't understand her. I think she just doesn't have money in her own pocket. And I think she's trying to come up. Tell your doggy, I want to be stepdaddy. Yeah, Kevin. No, who was she? Was she along the same lines as him? Rob Kardashian has a law degree, yet has never stepped in court unless he is the defendant or plaintiff. Oh, his dad. I'm sitting here thinking like Robert Kardashian, the son. What you mean his dad? She got caught in a bold-faced lie. Did she look bad? It didn't go over the way she thought. That was the cocaine talking, allegedly. Forgive me if I don't feel sorry for me either. I don't either. I don't feel bad for Blac Chyna. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you, out of everything I gave him my 3 kid car, why would you come out and tell us that? You could have said anything else. Hey, I'm downsizing in my life. Why do people hate their truth? I always love giving the truth about my status or my, or my life. Like, I don't have it all. I don't got all the money. So I ain't got to come out here in front. You know what I'm saying? Why people want to front on their financial status? Like, girl, you ain't got it all. But here's the thing. Whether you have it all or not, you have the attention of the public. They're paying attention to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have $2 or $5 in your pocket, Blac Chyna, you can come out here and people still pay attention to you. Look at Andrew Caldwell. Look at all these other people. We don't know the ons and ins and outs of people's lives until they tell us. You're forever known as Blac Chyna, good or bad, whether you have 3 cars or not. Now that we know that she doesn't have 3 cars and she only has her kids 2 days out of the week. What has changed about us thinking about Blac Chyna? Nothing. I mean, now I know she only got her kids twice a week. The mommy side lessens a little bit. Like, oh, okay, she out here working. I don't feel as bad. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's like, damn, girl, you did all of that to now come out to look like you aren't as mama, down for the cause. You asking for child support for 2 days out the week, bitch. That's some good twat. You must want them to pay for what what happened, because I don't know what's going on. She a Sunday Funday mama. Yeah, she is. Oh my God, she is the Sunday Funday and Monday Funday mom, because she has the daughter on Sunday and the son on Monday. That is crazy. Child support for what? She only got maybe 1 day out the week. Her uptake. Yes, they did. And when your baby dads get together to tag team on you, you know that's some shit. I didn't even realize, because I don't care, that she didn't even have custody of her kids like that. None of us did survive. I'm telling you, none of us did. We all were sitting here looking like, no, why the fuck would you even? Why come out here and tell us you're losing 3 cars? Because you could have just said nothing. And I think she's looking for a public opinion sympathy for somebody to give her some money or something. But you already went to court for child support. They denied it. It's already been discussed. So coming out telling us we're not no damn judge, and I'm certainly not gonna plead on your opinion. I'm still salty about you selling bleaching skin cream. When you came out here and did that big endorsement on that bleaching skin cream, I was just like, what the fuck is going on with Blac Chyna? Like, what are we doing? And between you and your mother, like, it's a lot going on there. So Rob needed to listen to Chyna. She had his fat back. He ran underneath his mom. This shit ain't even the same. He gonna always have his mother as one and then the girl. Like, I feel like his mom, he could be on a date or riding in a car with his girl to somewhere, and his mom can call him in the car. Hey, Rob, what are you doing? Are you with her? Oh, well, I need you to turn around and come back because we were about to do this. And I can see him doing that instead of, Mom, what, Mom? That is a huge turnoff. That it instantly goes soft. It's just like, I'm cold all over, probably snotty nose and ready to go. That's a turn off, mama's boys. I mean, it's cute. Keep it to yourself. Let me find out on my own. But when it's not kept to yourself and everybody knows, what I'm gonna do with that? What? Call your mom? Hey, he's not feeling good today. What can I do? No, I don't like that 2 days a week. Oh, crazy. Crazy. When you out in the snow for too long, get brain freeze. Here's the thing, B1. Why do I know what you're talking about when you say that? Why do I know what you're talking about? Oh my God, that wasn't the Coco. Blac Chyna was on. She is on the animal. Oh my God, the horse tranquilizers, y'all. Why somebody hit me up talking about some the horse tranquilizers? I think they're called not Quaaludes, but something like that. They were trying to give me the real name of the. It's not really technical horse tranquilizers. It's like Quaaludes or something like that. Hold on. It's xylazine and Trank is the name. I think she said it right the other day. She's stupider than I thought it would. Yeah, she's weighed, but I'm, the coconut don't fall far from the tree. It don't. No, I'm sorry. It's this, and I had an amazing WMB this morning. I had a great WMB this morning. Yes, I did. He has no backbone. Don't you? I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Either or, man or woman. I'm not just saying for the man. Sometimes I hate when I see people in general when they're in a position to have a backbone. They're just like, you be like, it's just not right. It's not. You almost want to fight them, and they're still they need the help. It's like, when Insta thought goes wrong, Chyna really thought them donations. She really a baby. She might as well get a YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now, she might as well get a YouTube channel and get a Cash App and Super Chat and come down here and just do her thing or Instagram or something, because that's exactly what she's trying to do. She has content. Herself is content. I don't understand if she thinks it's going to diminish her brand. Well, honey, you coming out here saying you losing 3 cars for child support for 2 days. You've already diminished your brand. I'm trying to figure out what was the value of the cars that you had to lose to come up with the child support you needed for the 2 days out of the week. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 days out of the month. You see your kids a little over a week, a month, and you need child support. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, okay, you need to be working on something else. Come on. I'm a mama's boy, but I'm still going to live my life. I think to an extent, a lot of men are mama's boys, but I don't think they lead with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they be like, well, I got to ask my mom. You know what I'm saying? Or like, oh, my mom's calling me. Hold on. 5 or 6 times in a day. That's a lot to bear. I unless it's dire strengths, dire needs. But I think as we get older, I don't know. It's to each his own. That's just me. I don't want to put it on everybody else, but that's how I feel. I'll be looking like, damn, mama must be cool. What's up, ma? Listen, we all are. Listen, Tristan, I think my brothers are mama's boys. My brother is a mama boy. Let me just not say I think. They both are. Both of them are mama's boys. And I think if my mom's listening, yes, your 2 boys are mama's boys. I swear to God they are. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think like there's some women who like that, and there's some men who like that, and there's some men who don't. There's some women who don't. So, all right, y'all. So Blac Chyna, get your life together, honey, and see your kids more. Okay. I wonder what happens on holidays. Does that count towards your time? Like you need to let it go. All right, let's move on to the next topic, which I'm very happy about. Very happy about. Lizzo. Baby, Lizzo announced that she is dropping a new shapewear line called Yitty, and I am here for it. She considers Yitty to be something personal, something for the baby version of me. She's adding, I have been parallel with the body positive movement for a long time, and people have made my name synonymous with it. And I'm always like, body positivity belongs to the people who truly created it. The Black, brown, queer, big women, my girls in the plus 16 size. So she says, when Lizzo first began pitching her line, she grew frustrated with companies who weren't getting the vision. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm trying to revolutionize shapewear and our relationship with it and with our bodies. And they were like, well, you could do a capsule collection with us for X, Y, and Z. And I was like, they're not getting the vision. And so she decided to come out with her own vision. It'll range from extra small to 6X, which surpasses Skims, which is Kim's line, her current offerings by one size. Prices will range between $50 to $75. Customers can purchase Yitty online at 76 brick and mortar Fabletics locations. The line will have its own pop-up show in Los Angeles on April 12th. And I am here for it. Here's a couple of different looks that she showed from the line. Let me move this comment real quick. And let me tell y'all why I'm celebrating this for her, because this is the route that she should have always been doing. I'm here for it. And this whole piece in the front with the sneakers on, and I'm here for it. Do you, boo? I'm here for it. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I always wanted to hear about from Lizzo. Lizzo, this is the movement for you. This is going to be your moneymaker, honey. This is it. There's women who look at you for your style, and now they have somebody with a name that they can actually go and shop for. Girl, stay in your lane. We don't want to hear you wimping and crying, because that diminishes support for this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I get it. Everybody got, but I get it. But I'm so proud of her for this. I absolutely, mark my words, I see this being something that will make her, if not, will put her on her money game. I saw it with Rihanna. I saw it with a lot of different people who's transcended into the sort of the fashion lane. You can almost see it with Cardi B as she began to do more endorsement deals. So I think this is a win for her. Now, what I saw on Twitter was a lot of people saying they do not support this because it's like she is pushing an unhealthy lifestyle. And I was, responding to a lot of them like, you can't say that, because there's people who are 60, 70, and 80 who look and just like her, who are healthy as fuck, who work at hospital. I've seen people who are all over the place. It cannot be just subjected to one individual. You know what I mean? It depends on that person. Some people have big, genes in their DNA. It just comes with them. My DNA and my genes are skinny. My mom is skinny as hell. I'm skinny as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm 175, but I'm tall, so it balances itself out. But I just feel like if you're going to be body positive, celebrate who you are, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's anything wrong with creating a line to do so. And if to you that translate into her pushing an agenda for an unhealthy lifestyle, then bitch, don't buy the clothes and don't shop at those locations. But we have all these other stores, Ashley Stewart's and all these other stores who can do it. But because it's her and she's pushing it in a Kim Kardashian-esque way, it comes off as if, fuck that shit, do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to look at it and you don't have to like it. But I love the fact that it makes women, of her size feel sexy and feel good and want to go out and enjoy. I told y'all, one of my best friends, she's a plus size woman and she don't worry about this kind of shit. She had enough of me in her life telling her, fuck them bitches and let's ride. Fuck all these hoes. That's the kind of friend I am. And so I love the fact that, she gets to see more of these kind of things out, being celebrated. Give a fuck what other people think. You know what I mean? Now, when it's tasteless, when it goes too far, cutting the ass cheeks out. To me, that's just going too far. That's just going too far. It's just going too far. But a nice little skim, shapewear, put it together and figure it out. Don't let nobody dictate to you. So I'm happy that she's, doing that. Oh hell no. Yes, they are out there. 40, 50-year-old man, gotta ask mama. Be like, hey, what you gotta ask her? I wouldn't know how to respond. I wouldn't know how to. What we asking mama? One time my ex had to go to the ER. He hollered, call my mama. Well, the next time he asked for some coochie, I said, call your mama. Oh my God. Well, he was going to the hospital. Oh my God. Somebody said, do you still have a shape after 2X? See what I'm saying? And here we go. Yes, you still have a shape after 2X. Oh my God. Yes, big girls. I'm here for it. Yes, I'm here for her having clothes on. I'm here for her. God damn it. I'm sorry. I thought she was going to say, I'm here for it. She said, I'm here for her having clothes on. Don't you love this look, though? I love this little look in the front for her. It was cute. Throw a little denim jacket on with that wherever she going. She wanted to make it more casual fitting. She could even throw on some boots or something, just make it like but I'm here for her just being comfortable, showing some skin, her arms, and stuff like that. This is like, okay, beach wear, you know what I'm saying? Something I love the blend of bodies. Everybody's just, I'm here for it. Don't change, girl. Do your thing. Not holidays. Blac, Chyna, because it ain't on a Sunday or Monday. Ain't no fun day. I can see me now. I know you got one day out of the week, bitch, but it's a holiday. You got you can't take him today either. Like what is going on? Yes, thank you for being here. You all, please make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate you all being here. Lizzie represents for a specific demographic that needs representation from one of their own. I'm here for it. That's exactly what I was saying. Because then you look at some of the women who did it or who was doing it, and not everybody identify with them. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody identify with that brand or that style. Some people want to be sexy. You forget that people are going out with everybody. We see what other folks got on, and you're always like, damn, I don't see that in the store for me, but I see it in the store for them. Then you got to go online and shit, all kind of shit. And sometimes people don't like to order clothes from online. Like, I'm one of those folks who I don't like ordering denim jeans online. I like ordering my jeans or going to the store, getting my jeans, or if I'm going to order them online, I like to go to that store, try the size, because I hate to go and send this shit back and send it. I hate all that shit. I want them for this date. I don't got time to be sending shit back. So I think this is a great thing. I'm here for it. Hey, Diesel, good morning to you. Good morning. I don't respond, sir. Gotta hear. Okay. Happy that Lizzo is doing this. Lizzo can run and has a healthy heart. Lizzo is the body type that grew up with as Black women. Her figure is actually normal. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people who can identify with this, you know what I mean? And I'm just glad that she's stepping into it. It took us a while to get her to this but she's starting to understand that you have more support and more people who are looking at you for their own selves than you do got people trying to bash you and take you down. And the people that are trying to bash you, trust me, you got fans out here who sweeping them bitches up under the rug. Because I tell you, I was on Twitter grabbing bitches by the ponytail, winding it up, shut that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it ain't that. Talking about something, this will flop by next year. Okay. And if it flops, are you wearing it? What the fuck are you worried about? You got me with that. You got me with that one this morning. This is something Monique should have done. I was just about to say that. Monique was the perfect person to lead into this lane, especially for mature women, because I love how she carries it. I love how she gives it. And to be honest with you, she's already given herself integrity in this lane by coming out with that whole, why do we have women in the airport with bonnets on and pajamas? It almost lends itself to, because you're a clean dressing woman, like you care about your appearance. Why don't you lean into that and show us some styles and show us some things? So that would have been a great lane for her. She's still admired to this day. That's why I feel like this is probably one woman that even the cancel culture, can't remove. Like, we'll still talk about her, even though they don't want to pay her fair, but whatever. All right. Then I wanted to talk about this because I just saw it in the headlines and I was just like, wow. So you all are familiar with Saucy Santana, right? Saucy Santana, the rapper, JT City Girls, their best friend. I don't know what they call him, but their homie. Well, Saucy Santana was sitting down doing an interview, and he was sharing how he sometimes still pays his ex-girlfriends money for their kids. And I was just like, excuse me? I really did. I said, excuse me? What'd you say? So I want y'all to get into this and listen to what he said. Let me make this so y'all can see it. All right.
We're back, the #1 podcast in the fucking world, not country. We have a huge guest, Saucy motherfucking Santana. Give it up for Saucy in the fucking building. Big things happening. Big Celine. I'm excited. I'm so happy you here.
No, I am. I'm happy to be here. I've been a fan of the show, bitch. I didn't be at home like 3 o'clock in the morning, bitch. I'm like, bitch, I gotta watch my motherfucking mom to see if she up on a new episode. And it's so funny because I already feel like I know Phelps, Dre, everybody, because I hear you say this shit every motherfucking week. So I'm like, oh, that's Dre the model. Okay, bitch, we'll never see what Dre look like. Mm-hmm. What's the other lady name? Rhonda.
Rhonda. We love Rhonda. The bitch don't show up. She don't come to work a lot. She got a lot of jobs. I was on live and I was like, who do y'all want to see? Every comment, Santana. But that's why I say everything is meant to be, because as soon as I get on live in my mentions, Santana's watching my fucking podcast.
I was at home watching this shit.
I'm like, this is meant to be. You have to come the fuck on.
I wonder if it's gonna play.
17, I had came out as bisexual at first. I'm just thinking like, you know, if I come out bisexual, bitches will get the clue.
I was just thinking bisexual. Was you really fucking?
No, I wasn't fucking no bitches for real. But I was dating girls. Like I used to have all the baddest bitches in high school. I still to this day send some of my high school girls cash apps for their kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? I still fuck with them or whatever. Not like that, but you know, like it was love. It was really my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, type shit. But I wasn't really fucking no hoes. I fucked one girl ever. Nobody know that. We just did because I was like, let me just see.
Yeah, see if you like it.
She has some good pussy though.
Okay.
It was like wet, and then
Wet.
y'all do this little thing.
That's my thing.
Yeah, it
You
was
lock
real
eyes and
warm,
you
and then
grip
you
on
lock.
it.
She kept gripping me when I'm coming out.
She ain't grip tight enough.
And I know she was, because I said, okay, bitch, now you're confusing me. This supposed to be a trial thing. Like, okay, let me just see, you know what I'm saying, what it's getting.
She was
Bitch,
trying to hold you.
Yeah, you doing it too good.
She trying to get some
And then it
nuts.
started doing like the macaroni and cheese thing. So I was just like, you know what? All right, you got good pussy. I'm good. I tried it.
That's enough.
It's enough.
Now, kudos to him for giving his ex-girlfriends giving his ex-girlfriend money for their kids. But Saucy sir, honey, baby, I'm not trying to run any of my chances because who knows what the future will hold. So I'm trying to be Saucy. I didn't know, honey. I didn't know, baby. I'm glad you did this interview. And you did something else I'm going to share too, because I think it was important that you were talking about it. But kudos to you for supporting your baby, your ex-girlfriend's baby. But yeah, that's what's up. What do you guys think about this? What did you guys think about it? You know, it's very, I'm glad that he's out here. He has a single out. He's featured on Lotto's album now. And that was a great song to be featured on. Yeah, y'all have to check the interview. I will share on my community wall. But I thought that was very interesting. I think it's great that, you know, it's always great that men of the community support women who have children, stuff like that. So I thought that was a great thing for him. Him describing his, you know, him doing it. I was just like, wow. Oh, wow. Saucy Santana. I'd be interested in knowing more about that. I grew being called string being reminded that my flat butt is a result of my Asian blood. I envy Lizzo and hate to hear her be down on herself. Oh, you have Asian in your blood? Oh, that's what's up. I envy Lizzo. I say this all the time. People who can keep weight, stick on them, I hate them so fucking much because I be trying to do it all the time. Y'all know I eat all day long. All day long. Hey, good morning, Carrie. Good morning, hugs. Tight. This is the tight hug. I'm grabbing your back with it. Bisexual. I guess he was bisexual. He pandering. Tristan Bell. Y'all see my face. I'm cutting this all out. I'm editing this all out. Can't relate to Lizzo on none of her levels but the flu. Really? Peace. Okay. Because you already get it. You already know. Bisexuals. Boy, stop. You know, you give pure homosexual tease. Can't relate. Whoa. Hugs back. Aw. My butt flat and I'm not Asian, but I walk like I got a donkey. Okay. Hey, Roman, don't be giving my tight hugs out. You want one too? Here you go. I'm talking about the tight now where I grab the back. You got to grab the back. All right. So he also made another good point in his interview, which I definitely want to share. Because it's not just about that, but he also said this.
It's no motherfucking way it's not a gay rapper option. How? I got gay friends I can opt to hang with. I should be able to see this gay rapper, period.
Your hair done from,
exactly.
Your makeup done from.
Exactly.
Style. Who did your hair today?
Sam does my hair. Fakradine, a gay man.
Who did your makeup?
A gay man.
Who styled you?
A gay man.
Oh,
you know, I got canceled.
For what?
Early on in the podcast, I said something stupid that was wrong. I should have differentiated what I meant. Because at first I was like, fuck y'all. Because they were coming at me so hard. It wasn't like you heard me. It was like, you light-skinned dumb bitch.
You know why we like that sometimes? Because gays are used to, we always less than. So to most straight men, we pussy. And when we go to these award shows, we could get you dressed, we could do your hair, we could do everything, but bitch, we can't be in the forefront. So then when people say shit, we like, bitch, we already don't got the platform. Then you want to try to say that a bitch hating on you or that a bitch don't like you. Like, so now we easily offended.
Bitch be all in his feelings. Now that I thought was some truth to that. I enjoyed that segment because you don't. I mean, you do see gay rappers in the scene. Of course, you see them in the scene, and you see Lil Nas X collaborating with a lot of different people. But a lot of times, it's only so far if you don't have a machine behind you, even the underground rappers or the underground singers and stuff like that. So I thought that was a very good point that, you'll see makeup artists, you'll see the hairstylists, you'll see PR, you'll see a lot of different other roles being filled by it. But when it comes to the artistry and the talent, it's always almost sort of looked on as less than, except for, a couple of people in the industry who have machines behind them. And I really do believe Lil Nas X has a machine behind him, supporting him. Not saying it's bad, it's certainly good and necessary and needed for those in the LGBTQ community who want to succeed, but it's definitely a battle. Saucy Santana made some very, very valid points in that statement. Now, I still want to ask him about everything else. I'm trying to get rid of the stomach and man boobs, but these thick legs can stay. So, okay. So here's a Black man who is part of the LGBTQ, helping to support another man's child, yet gay and trans Black people are the problem in our community. Let's highlight allyship like this. Did you see it? That's why I led with that. Absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of us do that too, though. We definitely see the support and the need because we understand that, I think in a lot of ways, if understanding that I might not ever be a father, I might not ever have a child one day. So by extension of you and you having children, I don't mind supporting, I don't mind gifting, I don't mind, realizing you have a man. And in a way that makes me feel like I'm the better man, knowing that I can do for your child than your man can. I can help you out. In a way it sort of fulfills that void. I got you. I got you. It's whatever. And knowing that I don't want sex from you, I don't want anything from you like that. I just want to be able to support you. That support fulfills that void of not feeling like that man who's taking care of a family. And I know it's weird. I know it sounds strange, but in a way it's almost like I could do that. I know I can take care of a family. I know I can set up and do all, do the things that I can. It's just that's not the lifestyle I chose to live. So Thickum sounds looks good, but that damn Lizzo plus the added antics. Thickums, I do like I like thicker guys. Yeah, I already told y'all that though. I like thicker guys. I don't. You can't be my size or smaller. It don't know how to work. Great grandparents and some of my grandparents were not full Black. I have cousins who look full white, blonde hair, and blue eyes. I have cousins who look Chinese but tan. B1, you have family members who look full white. I wonder how the conversations go. I'm sure. I love my teddy bear body. Just want to get in a better shape. Yeah, I like a teddy bear body. All right, so the last topic, you all, we brought it up. Let me end on Saucy. Keep doing your thing, bro. Watching you, definitely a fan of your creativity and your growth, and I would love and hope to be able to interview you sometime on my little show. So keep doing your thing. All right, Alexis, Ware. So we talked about this on the last show. And we had some looming questions. We wanted to know what happened, how did she go missing, what's going on. And so I definitely wanted to cover that today. I want to catch you all up to speed. So I'm going to play a little clip that'll give you an update on what's going on with her, and then we'll come back and I'll have some commentary on it. Let me let this ad play without. All right, let me get rid of the comments. The comments.
Alexis was reported missing Tuesday, February 1st.
The search for Alexis Ware continues.
We just want Alexis home.
The Anderson County Sheriff's Office says Alexis was last seen more than a week ago.
She means the world to the entire family. Alexis is the light of the party.
Deputies say she was last seen headed north on Highway 29. Alexis's family says she met up with her children's father to drop the kids off. They say the two left, but then Alexis sped off. Her family says her children's father tried to call her, but couldn't get a hold of her.
When I wake up, that's all that's on my mind. When I lay down, I hate to go to sleep thinking that I'm sleeping peaceful and she's somewhere out there.
The sheriff's office says Alexis's car was found in McCormick County Thursday.
Alexis' mother, Alberta, has received numerous messages from a person claiming to know her whereabouts.
I asked to speak to her. Can you send me a picture of her? It never, they never put on the phone, even though they said they would.
Alexis's family is begging for answers.
We can't do anything but think about her. This beautiful young lady right here. She needs to come home. We need her home.
So
changing our classes, and then who's
this whole situation is definitely weird. So Alexis Ware is a hairstylist who loves fashion and doing makeup, great personality. She, had a ton of appointments that she couldn't have missed on the date and time that she went missing. So her sister told Dateline that during the last weekend in January, Alexis had been hanging out with the family all weekend long. It wasn't the Alexis that we're used to, Alberta. Her sister says, I knew that something was going on with her. Something was freaking her out. So during the family weekend, Alberta said her mother said to her daughter, was crying about her upcoming 30th birthday. She said stuff like she didn't feel like she was going to make it to see her birthday. So her mother thought this was very out of character because Alexis had always gone all out for her birthday. And here's a picture of her so we can see, keep her on the screen. And so, she always goes out for her birthday. That's big for her. Where, months in advance, she's got her birthday outfit together. She will have her shoes together, where she's going, how she's going to style her hair. But this year, her mother said she hadn't done anything. So her mother told Dateline that late that Saturday night on January 29th, 2022, Alexis talked about being followed. She sat here and cried. She wasn't telling me exactly what was going on. It's like she knew something was going on. She felt like something was going to happen to her. The next day, Alexis Ware vanished. She left around noon that Sunday, and then I called her to check on her around 3. I saw that she was laying in her bed because I did a video chat. She answered right away, and she was laying on her bed taking a nap. A few hours later, Alberta said she got a call from the father of her youngest child around 7:30 p.m. Now, her mother knew right away that something was wrong. He asked me, have I spoke with her? And he was explaining that they had met at the gas station. She gave him the children. But her mother said it was because of the way they parted ways that caused him to have concern. The mother told Dateline that after getting gas, Alexis planned on following him to his mother's home before heading back to her mother's house. Instead, after giving him the kids, her daughter, she actually shot around him with the high rate of speed and made a quick right at the red light and took off from there. The mother said that the father of her youngest child told her that he tried calling her but couldn't get a hold of her. So after a few tries, he called her mother. Her mother tried calling the daughter herself, but the call went straight to voicemail. So the last known sighting of Alexis Ware is at the 7-Eleven gas station off Highway 29 in Anderson, South Carolina. So the family grew more concerned on Monday, January 31st, when Alexis still hadn't gotten in touch. And by Tuesday, February 1st, her sister filed a police report that she was missing. When asked if there was any security footage from the gas station, the mother told Dateline, they actually showed us the footage of the meeting in the 7-Eleven parking lot. Nothing seemed out of norm at all. Nothing looked suspicious or anything until, of course, she reportedly sped off. Her stepfather told Dateline that the father of Alexis' youngest child proceeded home from the gas station and went to work the following day. His alibi and everything checked out with the detectives. We made all types of efforts to find out where she may have gone to or whatever, and all of our leads have come up empty-handed. A few days later, her red Honda Accord was found in McCormick, South Carolina, around 30 miles south of Anderson. All of her belongings were left in the vehicle: her cell phone, her daughter's cell phone, her purse, her identification. There was also a bag with clothes found in the trunk. Her mother and stepfather think it's odd that Alexis would be in the McCormick area. She lives in Greenville, South Carolina. Alberta began to say when Frank finished her sentence, which is 30 minutes opposite of Anderson. So the McCormick County Sheriff's Office posted a statement from the sheriff on February 9th that a search was conducted in the surrounding area where Alexis' car was found, but they did not find any traces of Alexis. So as we are, here today, we're still trying to figure out. They're still trying to figure out where she was. They're still trying to figure out, with TSA, maybe she took a flight somewhere. They don't see anything that she may have taken a flight. This is a truly, truly sad story here. What do you guys think about this? Now, I have my own thoughts and opinions, but I would love to hear what you all think. I hope they find her alive. I do too. This case is weird. Yeah, it is. I hate for the families because most of the time it ends with death. As we know, as we see it. I hope they find her alive. Me too, yeah. Hey, Sarah Van. Happy to see you here. You too. You enjoy your weekend. It's unlikely. It's been 60 days and a lot of shady stuff going on with baby dads, family friends. It's weird. Oh, wow. 60 days. Yeah, she's more than likely deceased. Yes, I agree. Oh, no. Yeah. No footage was actually seen. The only thing seen on that footage of the 7-Eleven was a tractor trailer blocking the cameras on a Sunday at 7 p.m. where there were no known deliveries at that time. Alexis's daughter knows something, and the grandmother, Alberta, keeping the father from his daughter. Alexis' mother and boyfriend knows what happened. It's more to this story. And so there's almost like a whole sector on YouTube for Alexis, where if you type her name in, I mean, over hundreds of videos come up. I was trying to find one video. I thought it was going to be like news clips. That's how I knew it turned into a sector, because when you type her name in YouTube, it isn't news clips that come up. It's actually people giving a lot of different theories and conspiracy theories about what actually would happen in this situation. So now I'm staying tuned to the story. I wasn't as paying close to it as much, but I have my own theory myself. The laws need to improve more protection of women, kids, elderly, and other people who are vulnerable. This is so sad. You're right. Maybe something impossible will happen. I feel for her and the family. I pray they find her and let the little girl tell her dad what she knows. I definitely feel like there's foul play. I feel like it's intentional too. And when I say intentional, meaning like it was intended for her to drop the kids off. It was intended for her to have her car found. There's foul play going on here. And so it'll be interesting to see. I'm curious to see what the daughter has to say, the young daughter has to say, and hearing the mother and the stepfather with so many interesting details. I'm wondering why they didn't alarm some folks a lot sooner. But we don't know. We just don't know about this situation. This is Alexis Ware with her sister and her stepfather, and that's the stepfather who gave some testimony himself. Brian, I have taken it upon myself to know where the CCTV is at when I am in public. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. When I used to be in arena management, I look for exit signs and CCTV cameras, and I make sure I get in a glance. If I want to be seen, I'm seen. If I don't, I know where to hide from them at. But I definitely do the same thing. You have to know your surroundings. It's so important too. I will stay tuned to this Alexis Ware case. I think that there's a lot of foul play going on here. And just reading this, I have so many questions. The mere fact that she dropped the kids off and sped off fast, and he went to work like there was no, like this wasn't, not out of the norm. It just appears as if there's more details here, more to tell. I'm curious to know the mother's temperament. I'd like to see her talking more, get some more information out of her, because I'm not saying that she's involved or not. I'm just saying that I'm curious to see what else she has to say about it. And that's all I have for us today, you all. I kept it really, really short today. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please, please, please. Why is the father not going to get his daughter? Why is the family out here arguing and fighting? Friends talking about she gave them her things. Her friend did an interview with the news. And that was another thing. They found her with a bunch of things in her trunk. So, I mean, it all sounds like she either was planning to get away, to escape, and either people knew about it, or that there's some foul play and, death is involved. It definitely sounded like this was intentional. Like this was planned out, like premeditated. Yeah, that's the word I wanted to look for. Premeditated. Like this was planned out. It was a scheme. Thank you for bringing that one up again, that story up too, because I tell you, I saw it in the headlines, but I didn't. So I'm definitely gonna have it on local news next week, and we can have another in-depth conversation about it. If you all please take a minute to like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all being here. It's Friday. It's April 1st. I hope you kick your month off well. Listen, I always have this pedigree that I believe in, which is the way you start off the first things, the first of the year, the first month, the first of the week is the way how your month is going to be. So let's take a pledge here. Let's kick this month off great. Nothing but productivity, positivity, get to the bag, or whatever goal you have in mind. Remember that you said the first of this month, that's what you want to do. So when we come back on the last day of this month, let's make sure we held that up. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I think someone grabbed her. Wow. It's going to be interesting. You all have a great rest of your day. I will be out in the streets. Oh, also, Dovey is having a live-a-thon this Sunday. So that means there's a lot of new content creators going live. And we're supposed to, bounce from each person's channel. So it's all the way from 8 a.m. to, I think, 8 p.m. at night. And King Roman News has a time slot. I believe my time slot is 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. So it's like 30 minutes only. So I'll probably come live. I'm going to find some topics for us to talk about. I'll probably do it like a normal show, or I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to say I know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. It'd be great if you all come over, show some support, show some love. Hopefully, we get some new people come by, let's greet them with some love and, do our thing how we normally do. I think it's 6 o'clock. I don't know, but I'm going to put it on my community wall. But it'd be great if you come through. If you can't, I'm not holding it against you. I know we busy on weekends. I typically don't go live on the weekends, but I wanted to support Dovey in this initiative. I think it's great for us all to network, all the newbies. And so I saw a bunch of new folks' names down. So I think I have a slot. So come out and support. And I will see you all on Monday at 6:30 a.m. Celebrity news, anything that's going on. It's been a little bit dry. I think everything has been like overshadowed with Will Smith and the slap. And I think that is really chomped down on everybody. So it has been really, really dry. But I'll stay tuned. Oh, go watch the movie Coda. Coda won Best Film at the Oscars. And so me and my friend watched it the other night. It was so fucking good. Coda standing for a child of deaf adults. And, the basis is the daughter who was, she can talk, she can hear, she's totally impaired, has parents who can't hear, and she wants to sing. And can you imagine wanting to do something and you do it really, really well and your family can't celebrate, nor can they hear you, and they see people clapping for you and they don't even know what they're clapping for. They're just clapping for you. They don't even understand why that's a goal of yours. It was such a beautiful movie. Check it out if you got some time. It's on Apple TV Plus. It's a really, really good movie. I was very shocked. I thought I was going to be bored by it, but I ended up like, oh my God, it was very dramatic and tear jerky. So if you're looking for one of those movies, check it out. You'll come through support. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate it. No One Cares. Thank you for being such a great moderator. I really, really do appreciate you. I really, really do. I think you hit me on IG, but I'm gonna follow up on IG because I'm in the mood of gifting and giving, and I'm definitely swinging your way today. So I thank you for your support. I really do. Y'all, shout out to No One Cares. She definitely hold it down for us in the chat. I appreciate you so much. Please send a notification. I will definitely support. All right, I will. I'll put it up. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, y'all, but I'm gonna figure something. We just come down here and kick the shits on Sunday. 6:30. So yeah, I'm gonna have a mimosa. So come with a little wine or something. A mimosa, and we gonna just kick the shits. I'm gonna not monetize that video so I can play some music. So we can just chill. All right, y'all. Let me let y'all go. This is the shortest live I probably did in a long time, but things work calls. You all have a great day, and I will see you on Monday. Deuces.